Light Game Reviewer here, and welcome to my channel. Here's the thing. You may hate Kojima right now, which you have whole reasons to do, you know. You got a lot of... Light Game Reviewer here. Yeah, you may hate Kojima Productions for various reasons, which you have... Which are right. I mean, they canceled Silent Hills, Metal Gear Solid Creator, that was fucking bad. And like it says here, but then there's this shitty thing about how, well, the kind of horror that when you work at Kojima. I don't know why this is news for this little part, because honestly, that's how it's supposed to be in the real world, you know. But it is where I work, or in my line of work, because I'm a computer technician. So first of all, let's see here. You're not connected to the internet. That is true. A lot of places you're not. You're not supposed to. I mean, you work for what, 8 to 4, whatever, 32 hours, 40 hours? Think about it. Would you pay an employee 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours if you counted through the the week of time of your hard-earned cash, because you have a company and all, for them to go on, I don't know, YouTube, Facebook, or whatever the fuck you're going? Be honest here. Would you do that? Would you pay an employee to do that? No one would do that. Come on, wake the fuck up. Why is this news? Most of the time where I worked, a lot of times, it was monitored, as in, hey, I saw you going there. Why would you go there? And they just talk to you as in, you know what, don't do it again or you're fucking fired. I'm really serious about it. I'm not even exaggerating here. This is word by word. If you go there again, you're fired. Or big chances are, if you go there a lot of times, you won't even have a job over here. And they don't have their personal email addresses. Okay, now, that is the biggest fucking problem I have. I work with that myself. Not right now, because I'm just starting at a new place right now, but where I worked a lot of times before, that created two kinds of problems. First of all, it's the employee that stayed there for years and years and years, or maybe new ones, that started to use their work email addresses for personal use. Now think about it. You got hardware that costs like thousands and thousands of dollars. You want to use that efficiently. Why the fuck would you have 50 employees, 100 employees use it for their own personal use? Think about it. Emails upon emails upon emails, and that fills up a hard drive. That's inefficient use. You're losing revenue. You're losing money right there. You can't do that. You have a company to run. Again, I'm asking you, put yourself in the place of an employee. No, fuck no. Of an employer. If you had, I don't know, $100,000 of equipment, would 50% of that equipment be used for personal use? No, you want to use 100% of that equipment for business, because it's yours. It doesn't belong to them. And how do you enforce it? You got 100 employees. What do you do? Yeah, think about it. It's fucking hard. Even you tell them, you may even sign them a paper that says, you know what? That email address belongs to me. Well, the employee, the employer, or the company name. It doesn't belong to you. Do not use it for your own advantage. Do not use it for your personal use. I forbid you to do that. Sign your name, and by signing your name, if you ever do that, you are fired. People do that here. Employers do that here. I regularly sign papers that says you cannot use email or internet for your own personal use. It's their money after all. They pay you for work. Think about that, you know? There's not a lot of people that think about it that way. They say, well, it's my time, and it's and you know, I'm paid 10 hours, like $10 an hour or something. I'm not even paid enough, and no, fuck you. The boss pays you. There's like 50 other people outside the company that wants to steal your job. Uh, I feel like I'm in a recession here in Canada. Well, although technically it is. Like, I don't care. 50 people are waiting outside. I don't care. It's like, what, 8 hours or something on my work? 9 hours, 10 or whatever? After work, I can do whatever I want. I play by their rules. That's how it works. And besides, they don't feel like they own anything to you. They're, like I said, 50 other people are waiting for a job. Think about it that way. And then, well, yeah, they randomize his email address. And that's a big problem because a lot of those addresses, and they keep emails upon emails and emails. It's like their email addresses, it's their OneDrive, it's their personal space, but it's not. It's not supposed to work that way, but it is working. Like, I see a lot of people, well, not in my workplace right now, but where I worked before, they threw up like a lot of PDFs in their emails. And PDFs, where I work, it's like 50 megs, 100 megs big. And that's small. Very, very small. Tell that to someone who works in marketing, for example, who has to send and receive a lot of PDFs and images that are, or raw images, which are like freaking huge. And it's not 50 megs or 100 megs kind of email boxes. It's not even 1 gig. They gotta have 20 gigs of hard drive space. Multiply that by 100. That's a whole huge fucking list. And count the general mailboxes, the info mailbox of the company, and like the human resource mailbox, and like all of the secretary mailboxes, and all the others that everyone needs. Holy shit, you need more than a tera hard drive. Like, you need a bunch of them. It's a fucking nightmare. And try to manage all that and telling them, listen, it's not yours. And you gotta manage it. It's like fucking hell and nightmare. Trust me on that. Admin work in that, I'm not an admin, but I do that kind of work sometimes. Because I want to, like, keep my job, so I try to vary my task a lot. So, you know, it helps to keep a job. And it's a fucking nightmare. And what about the cameras? I'm a computer tech. I go in places where they have to trust me. Of course there's going to be, like, cameras and all. That's normal. It's not even, like, I would consider this, I would say, like, abnormal or just, like, freaking weird if a company doesn't have cameras everywhere. It's normal. You want to keep your employees in line. You want to keep them from stealing. And if there's any kind of trouble from stealing to fights or whatever, you want to know what the fuck happened. I just want to rely on images and videos instead of someone telling me something. Besides, there's lots of liars out there, so, you know, that... It's, yeah, well, like this said here, like, it's waiting for, like it says, wow. And those who take too long lunches are shamed by having their names announced in the entire company. Do you know how it works here? There's a lot of companies that works that way. Where I worked is, you know what, you do 8 hours. I don't care what you do, just do 8 hours of work. You have 30 minutes or 15 minutes break, 30 minutes break, or 1 hour break, whatever. Don't go above. If you go above, you get to see the boss. And when you get to see the boss, it's either for promotion or you're fucking fired. So, yeah. Don't take a lot of breaks and don't exaggerate, because they know, or someone knows. You know that colleague of yours? He's not your friend. You may think he's your friend because you talk a lot with him and you seem to have a relationship. No, he's going to backstab you. He wants to keep his job. He's going to do everything. He's going to suck that boss's dick all fucking day long if he has to. Yeah, I may exaggerate in this, but I'm not. No, I'm not. So yeah, the camera is really nothing with me here. I see this all the time. And this, I would say, I would be, like, a lot of people would be pissed. Like, if you're no longer useful as game development role, you're assigned to something else. You know what? I would not be happy, but hey, it's better that than looking for another job. And so, you know, you still work at the company, you're still going to be a developer. And what's stopping you from studying? Like making your job. What's stopping you from doing that? I don't know. I may be crazy here, but yeah, cleaning might not be good for you. Security guard might not be good. As in, yeah, you know what? I'm a game developer. I shouldn't clean shit and everything. Or work at the, like it says here, patchy slot machine, whatever. Or just do something else. If I'm paid the same amount of cash, which I don't think it is, either that or just go through the process of doing interviews and everything. In that case, it's all, I would say, up to your personal preference. It's not even a comment at this point, but it really depends. I don't know what to say about that one, but to me, it's not really a big problem. I don't even know why this is like a fucking news. This is all normal to me. This is way above normal. It's something that I see every freaking day. No, really. And there's always a superior behind you saying, hey, you shouldn't do this. It's really fucking normal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are they exaggerating? Because for me, you know, I'd like to know in other countries, other states, other provinces, or wherever you live, does that happen to you? Is that normal? Is that exaggerating? Is there a lot more freedom, a lot more slacking from the employers? From a small company to a really large company. Usually large companies, this is considered weak. This is weak. But anyways, I'm a computer technician. Sometimes I do admin tasks. And especially for emails and controlling people, I do that a lot. It's my job to do it. It's my job to fix computers and just maintain the whole network. It has to be maintained. It has to be efficient with the employer's needs, and that's how it works. You know, I can't do anything about that. To me, if I go on YouTube or Facebook, it's between 12 and 13 hours. You know, it's like my lunch hours. Beside that, no way I'm going to go on those websites. It's a no-go. It has to be related to the job. Anyways, Leg Game Reviewer here. What do you think about that? I think it's all good for me. It's, well, except for the last one. It may be a problem to a lot of people, and I would understand why. Anyways, see you later.